Hey everyone. So my name is Lara, and I am here to share with you guys a little bit about my personal story, my journey with Beachbody coaching, what coaching has done for me, why I joined, etc., etc. I'm going to try and keep this video as brief as possible because I know we are all very busy people. So first of all, just a little background about myself. I struggled with obesity my whole life. As long as I can remember, I was always the biggest girl growing up in school. um, Always the biggest girl in all my classes and that sort of thing. And I never really even had the desire to lose weight until adulthood. And I spent many years of my young adult life doing the yo-yo thing. I'd lose 20 pounds, gain 30 back, up and down, joined a whole bunch of gyms in that time, and nothing ever stuck. I think I joined 5 different gyms at 5 different points in time. And every time I would be super excited. I'd go for like 2 months and then I'd get bored. I'd stop going. And of course, nobody cares at the gym if you don't show up. All they care about is that you're still making your monthly payment, which I was. And so that obviously wasn't working for me. And then I discovered P90X, and that was what really finally stuck. Is I started P90X when I was 230 pounds. It was ugly. It did not look good. I sucked at it. It was hard, but I did it. And I stuck with it for all 90 days. It was the longest I'd ever stuck with anything. And I felt absolutely amazing afterwards. And really my whole story with like my weight loss and then with this Beachbody coaching opportunity, it all is, it's a little bit more than just the fitness and the weight loss and helping people and stuff like that. So really back in 2011, in April 2011, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer, and she lived 13 hours away from where we lived. And it was really bad right from the start. Like when they first diagnosed her, they didn't even know what form of cancer it was right off the bat, because the cancer was all over her body. It was all throughout her body. So they had to do further tests to discover that it was lung cancer. So it was really bad right from diagnosis. And so we basically dropped everything and rushed out to go. She lived in small town Manitoba, Killarney. I don't know where everybody in this group's from, but anyways, so we rushed out. I'm in Calgary, if you guys are wondering. It was a 13-hour drive. We rushed out. We actually got storm stayed in Regina for the weekend, beginning of May. So, oh, Canada. But anyways, so we rushed out. We were like, we just need to visit her. My daughter was like 15 months old at the time, and we were like, we need pictures of them together, and da-da-da-da. And so rushed out there. We were out there for a week. We had to rush back home, of course, because my husband and I both had our full-time jobs that we had to get back to. We only had our week off work. My husband didn't get paid time off work at the time, so we were behind the 8 ball financially already. Just from that 1 week gone, between gas, we had to get a hotel in Regina for 2 nights because we were storm stayed there, food on the road. And then he didn't have wages, like he didn't get paid for that week either. So financially we're behind the 8 ball already. And we got back home. 2 days later, I lost my job. And we had a mortgage. We had 2 car loans. Like we were really keeping up with the Joneses at that point in time, up to our eyeballs in debt, daycare payments, like just, you name it, we had it. You name like the payment that somebody might have in their month-to-month basis, and we had it, including gym payments at the time. And so we were really living paycheck to paycheck. Things were really tight already. And then I lost my job, and it's somehow we hung in for like the next 2 months. And then my mother-in-law called us. It was like the end of July. And she called us and she said, if you guys are able to make it, like she was in palliative care in the hospital at this point in time. And she said, if you guys are able to make it down, they have a room for you here at the hospital. And like small town hospital, that's never a good thing if they have a room for the family to stay. So we were like, we need to figure out a way to get back down. And what it really came down to is we're going to pay August's mortgage, or we're going to go see her. And obviously we chose to go visit her. And she passed away the day after we got back, the day after we got there. And, it was just a whirlwind of craziness that week. Once again, we had to rush back because my husband had to be back to work the following week. And I was really sitting there thinking like, holy crap, how much my life had changed in such a short time. It was less than 4 months, and how much my life had changed, and I had no control over any of it. And this sparked two things within me. This was what sparked my I'm going to change my life right now. I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to start exercising. I don't know what I'm going to do for exercise, because I was like so against exercise at the time. I was always like, I hate working out, blah, blah, blah. But I knew that I needed to do that. And it sparked that within me, because I was like, everything that had happened, I didn't have any control over in the last few months, but I have control over how I feel. And at the point I was feeling crappy, I was 230 pounds, which is huge on 5'4". That's how tall I am, 5'4 3/4. And I felt awful. So yeah, so that's when I started P90X. That's when I started eating right. And that was 3.5 years ago now. I've actually, almost 3 years ago now is when I hit my goal weight. I lost 85 pounds, and I've kept it off for almost 3 years now. This is my life now. But it also sparked within me this passion to find something where we wouldn't have to worry about financial issues should this, heaven forbid, ever happen again. Because I remember all we wanted when we were there was to be able, or when we were going through that, all we wanted was to be able to just go out to Manitoba and just spend those last couple months of my mother-in-law's life with her. We wanted to get those memories and to get that time that we would never get back, but we couldn't, because we had bills and we had jobs that we had to go to. And then I lost my job, and then and that once again was out of my control. The company I was working for deciding that they didn't need me anymore and letting me go was out of my control, right? So I was like, there needs to be a better way, and there needs to be a way to be able to live very comfortably, not paycheck to paycheck, not be financially stressed, not be tied to a job at a place where you need to go there when they want you there and leave there when they don't want you there anymore. And to finally be able to, you know what? Maybe it's a family member that is ill, seriously ill, terminally ill, and you want to just go out there and just be able to stay there until whatever, right? Without having to rush and the stress of needing to get back to work, and then you have all this added stress because then your employer is mad because you're taking time off work and whatever other drama that comes with that sort of stuff. And so that's what opened my eyes to that opportunity. So I had started P90X, and then I did Insanity, and the coaching opportunity came to Canada, and I waited 2 months to sign up. I'm not even going to lie to you. The coaching opportunity came to Canada in October 2012. And at that point in time, I was like, oh, there's Beachbody coaching in Canada now. And I put a status up on Facebook, and I got this slew of comments do it, and I still took 2 months to sign up. Why? Because I was worried of failure. I was scared that I wouldn't be good at it. It was really far out of my comfort zone. I'm not a salesperson. I could not sell anybody anything if my life depended on it. And I was just I don't know if I would be good at this. And it's that fear just held me back for 2 months. And so I finally signed up in December 2012, and I have not looked back since then. And I just can't even tell you guys the freedom that this has already provided for me and my family. The added income obviously helps, and it's just the best thing ever. I get up in the morning, I'm excited to check in with my challengers to see their successes, and they're feeling great, and they're losing weight, and they're seeing results. And it's just the best thing ever that I get paid a full-time income, and I don't report to anybody. I just build this business when I want to, where I want to, and all it is I'm doing my own workouts every day. I'm drinking my Shakeology every single day. I'm feeling great myself. I'm doing my personal development, which is helping me develop so much and grow so much as a leader and as a person myself. I'm just growing myself, and along the way I'm finding people that want to join me, and that's all it is. I'm sharing what's working for me, and I'm finding people that want to join me. I'm helping people change their lives. It's the most rewarding thing ever. And yeah, so that's just my story. That's why I coach. That's how I stumbled upon coaching and what it's done for me. So yeah, so I hope that this helps. And if you're on the fence about it, honestly, you know what, just take the leap and give it a try, because you won't know until you try, right? And yeah, so I will see you guys later.